Hi, welcome to Snap Vegan, where eating on the cheap doesn't have to kill you. And I'm having a fabulous hair day. Hi everybody, I just went back to my follow-up with my doctor from surgery. I'm 6 weeks post-op surgery follow-up. And now I have all of these appointments for PT. So I took the order over to the PT after the doctor's visit to get them lined up. And they said, well, we have an opening today at 3:30. I'm like, let's do it. So I got out of the doctor's office at 2:30, went into my first PT at 3:30. And first, my therapist's name is Dave. And you know, you relax the arm and he pulls it out and he jiggles it around. And anyway, passively, that means without any use of me trying to flex or just me relaxing and letting Dave manipulate the arm. There is full range of motion, nothing hindering all of that. I knew that already because they did that right after surgery, so that's good. That part's good. And then the hard part began. I tell you, like I said, you don't know the mechanics until you got a hitch in your giddy up. But gonna work on that again. And so I don't know if you're interested, but if you're not, you could probably just pass on through at least the next, I don't know, a little bit. But I recorded the doctor. He let me record him showing me the pictures from my surgery, so you get to see the inside of my shoulder before and after, so you can see what all is involved in that and what it was looking like. And there's some like, ooh, and then there's some red areas in there, and I'm like, ooh. And he explained what that was. And then after we were done with the video, I said, what was the red part, you know? Well, that was what was being agitated by some bone spurs, or part of it. The others were tendons, but anyway, that was Anyway, so here's my doctor, Dr. Eddie of Fort Wayne Orthopedic, showing you the before, during, and after of the inside of my shoulder, which was a right distal clavicle excision with Acromioplasty. Here it is.
So this is the front of your shoulder looking from the inside. So this is the ball and the cup in here. So that's the front edge of the soft tissues of your shoulder. Just a little bit frayed in here.
That was before.
Over when you were 20. Alright, so this is then looking at where your rotator cuff comes over the top of the ball and comes down and connects. Your biceps tendon running across the front of it. So you can see some fraying edge to this right here, but that's usually about 1 centimeter thick. And so this is only a couple of millimeters. So majority of that is intact. It's just that front edge.
Okay.
And then the mid part of your rotator cuff and the posterior aspect are normal.
What's that?
This is where your biceps tendon comes and connects to the top of the cup. And so it's intact, frayed below the edges, so we'll clean that up a little bit. But it's solid, so we didn't have to remove it or anything.
Okay.
This is the cup side of here again. Again, a little fraying area happens over time. And then this is just looking at the biceps again on the other side, and the little edges of frayed part of the rotator cuff, just a small area. And this is then coming after I went in and cleaned it up a little bit. That little bit of a frayed area is now smoother and doesn't have the wispy things to it. Same thing over here is a little RF ablator that smooths that down, sort of takes those edges. It's like cutting the grass in there a little bit, so it's not getting caught on things.
What were the bone spurs?
We haven't gotten into that part yet. So then we're looking at that. These pictures don't show any frame of reference. So this is above the tendon, below your shoulder blade. And so the bone spurs sort of hang over the front edges and over the side and rub against it when it moves. And so this is after we've already trimmed it down, so there's more space in between there. And this is looking at that space again, so the tendon's underneath, the shoulder blade's above, so we're sort of raised the roof of that where that comes down, so there's more space in between there.
Now you said you changed it from a type 2 to a type 1,
Type
which means
1,
it's
yep.
flat.
It's flat instead of being curved down on the front edge and digging in. Now it's flattened and so it's raised up.
I will now call that flat Stanley.
So, I've heard of that book. So this is actually now looking at the end of your collarbone here. So this is the end of your clavicle and your shoulder blade coming around. Before, these were just smashed together and grinding, causing that pain right there on the top and the front of your shoulder. So now we trim and put about a space about 8 to 10 millimeters in between there. So when your arm raises, it's not actually rubbing together. You've got a gap there. And so these are more looking at it from the other side, front to back and back to front.
And like right here, right there, that looks kind of frayed.
This is all soft here. Yeah, that's part of the capsule in there that you want to keep intact so the ligaments aren't bad.
Okay.
And then again, this is that underside of that bone. You're looking at it, so you got a flat roof there instead of curving down. So that's it.
Okay. Wow. Gnarly, huh? Pretty interesting stuff. I mean, I could see the pictures a lot clearer than you, I'm sure. But isn't he wonderful about how he explains things? He is really good about explaining things. So, you know, and I did, you know, he's and my other bone doctors, you know, kind of working together because they knew I had a goal that what I wanted to do, you know, by next year. We don't want to talk politics. But so they were trying to get me ready for this time and this primary, and that didn't work out because it's shoulder. And then so, you know, everything else going on and what have you. I want to show you that picture I was talking about when I was at convention yesterday or Saturday. You'll see the big knot on my back, right under my t-shirt collar in the back. You can see how it's rounded and it just bubbled up right back there. I showed that to him and he went, whoa! So fluid from my shoulder and the swelling just pushed it right into that, down the channel from these muscles, just pushed it right down into that area. That's where I have arthritis in the back of my neck. So between it all gathered there, and I was like, ooh, Lord have mercy. Anyhow, so 6 weeks post-op, he said he thought that I was exactly where I should be, and that after 6 weeks of PT, he's going to see me back, which is July the 30th or 31st. Let me see, what's my appointment with him? My next appointment with him is July 31st at 1 o'clock. And so that's that. 6 weeks post-op report delivered. Love you guys. You have any questions about shoulder surgery? Ask them below. Otherwise, all is well. We're about to have, like, look at your local weather radar. Well, by the time I get this up, we're having, let me show you. Let me show you what we're about to have. Oh, Lord, Lord, Lord. I'm right here. Oops, I'm right here. So that's what we're looking like. I'll turn it back to where it's color now. As soon as I back off, they're gonna do that. But anyway, yeah, I'm kind of like right in here. Move over. Weatherman taking up my screen. How dare he? I love these guys. Our weather guys are so cool here in town on all the stations. They're funny. They have a good sense of humor. They do cool graphics. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I see your bum. Anyhow, Had to have a little Austin play in there. He's been caged up for another 3 or 4 hours. Anyway, that's it for me. They put ice on me, so I don't have to. Yay. Right now. That's it. 6 weeks post-op report. Talk to y'all later. Take care of your neighbors. You know the drill. Take care of your neighbors. Check in on them. What have you. Alright? Love you all. If you'd like to support the channel in any way, a couple ways to do that below. Sharing is caring. Love you. Bye.